Hello everyone, I am Assistant Professor Milita Vanzare. I am going to take your subject, that is Microbiology Paper 1, which is Introduction to Microbial World. Paper code is MB111. So let's start. Dear students, now you are BSc Microbiology students. So that's why you have to know clear idea about what is microbiology and what are the basic things of microbiology. So what is microbiology first? Microbiology is the scientific study of all microorganisms that are invisible with naked eyes. Microorganisms means those organisms which are very small, we cannot see with eyes. That's why they are invisible with naked eye. So what they are? This includes bacteria, viruses, fungi, protozoa and algae, collectively known as microbes. That's why bacteria, virus, fungi, protozoa and algae are known as microbes. Microorganisms matter. Why the microorganism matters? Because they affect every aspect of our lives. They are in us and around us. Microorganisms are present everywhere. They are present in between us also, and they are present in surrounding environment also. These microbes play key role in nutrient cycling, biodegradation, climate changes, food spoilage. Microbes can also use making life-saving drugs, the manufacture of biofuels, cleaning up pollution and processing food and drink. That's why microbiology is sometimes harmful and sometimes they are very useful for the human life. In plant, microorganisms are responsible for nitrogen fixation. Now we will see the morphology and physiology of bacteria. Morphology means shape and size of bacteria, and physiology means their structure of bacteria. So first, that is cocci. Cocci means spherical, means round shaped bacteria is known as cocci. If a single round is present, then we call as cocci. That is first blue color, which is single round, that is known as coccus. When these coccus are present in chain-like structure, means they are present back to back together. When it forms this chain-like structure, then it is called as a streptococci. And when this chain is occur, then we known as this is the streptococci. When two cocci are present or two rounds are present together, then it is known as diplococci. Then when it is occurs in group or behind each, then it is called as sarcina. When four cocci are present, it is known as tetrad. When they are formed like grapes-like structure, then it is known as a staphylococci. Second, that is the bacilli, that is a rod shape. When bacteria are seen as a rod shape, then it is known as a bacilli. These all pictures are the microscopic view. Third one is vibrios, that is curve rod. When bacteria are seen as a curve, then it is known as a vibrios. Then next, that is the spirochetes, that is coiled spiral shape. When bacteria occurs as a spiral shape, then it is known as a spirochete. So what is the length of this bacteria? The cocci usually measures around 1 micrometer in diameter and bacilli 1 micrometer or 2 to 10 micrometer in length. So this is the shape and size of bacteria, which is which is view under the microscope, how they look like under the microscope, and how we can identify and classify these bacteria by viewing or observing their shape and size. Then we see bacterial cell structure, how the bacteria look like or how the bacterial cell look like under the microscope, because we cannot see with naked eye. That's why we bacteria can observe under the microscope only. So what's the bacterial cell contain? Bacterial cell contains cytoplasm, chromosome, plasmid, ribosome, inclusion body. Plasmid means what? Extra chromosomal material, that is known as a plasmid. In this picture, there is the pili are present. Then ribosomes are also present, plasmids are showing there, which is extra chromosomal material, and pili is useful for the bacteria to interact with host. Then there is the cytoplasm are present, plasma membrane also there, capsules is present, cell wall, and in hair-like structure, green color on the outer side, that is known as a flagella. And this red color is known as a bacterial DNA or nucleoid. So this is the bacterial cell structure, how the cell look like. Bacterial cells are two types, eukaryotic cells and prokaryotic cells. Eukaryotic means those organisms that have nucleus, and prokaryotic means those who don't have nucleus. Now the Gram staining. What is the Gram staining? Gram staining is a procedure. From that we can differentiate Gram positive and Gram negative bacteria. Bacteria are differentiated into two types, Gram positive bacteria and Gram negative bacteria. So identify which are Gram positive bacteria and which are Gram negative bacteria. The Gram staining procedure is needed. So what is the principle of Gram staining? Gram staining means what? Gram staining principle is differentiate Gram positive and Gram negative bacteria. And Danish bacteriologist Hans Christian Gram in 1884, he discovers the Gram staining procedure. So which are the reagents are useful for the Gram staining? First, that is the crystal violet, which is a primary stain. Then we use Gram iodine as a moderant. Then alcohol for the washing the slide, and then add the safranin as a counter stain. So what is the principle of Gram positive staining? When the bacteria is stained with primary stain crystal violet. First stain used in the Gram staining, that is a crystal violet, and fixed by the moderant. Moderant means Gram iodine is added. First the crystal violet is added, after that the moderant Gram iodine is added. So what will happen when we add the crystal violet and Gram iodine onto the slide or bacteria? Some of the bacteria are able to retain the primary stain. Primary stains means what? Crystal violet. Some bacteria have ability to attain or retain the crystal violet, and some are decolorized by alcohol. So that what happened? First we add the crystal violet, after that few seconds we add moderant, after that we add alcohol to decolorize slide. Those organisms have able to retain the crystal violet, they can retain or they can occur the crystal violet color, and those bacteria who don't have ability to retain the crystal violet color, they can decolorize by alcohol. The cell wall of gram-positive bacteria have a thick layer. See, this is the major difference between gram-positive bacteria and gram-negative bacteria. Gram-positive bacteria have a thick cell wall and gram-negative bacteria have a thin cell wall. The cell wall of gram-positive bacteria have a thick layer of protein-sugar complexes called peptidoglycan and lipid content is low. This protein-sugar complex of gram-positive bacteria is known as a peptidoglycan and there is the lipid content is present in very low. Decolorizing the cell causes this thick cell wall to dehydrate and shrink. What decolorizer means alcohol, what they do, they dehydrate or shrink the cell, which closes the pores in the cell wall and prevents the stain from existing the cell wall. Means what happens in gram-positive bacteria, they have a thick cell wall. When decolorizer is added, their cell wall is dehydrated and shrink. So they cannot get modern gram siding. That's why their crystal violet color does not wash out. That's why some bacteria, that means gram-positive bacteria, have ability to retain the crystal violet color. So the ethanol cannot remove by the crystal violet iodine complex. That is the CV complex, means crystal violet and iodine. That it is known as a CV complex. So the ethanol cannot remove the crystal violet iodine complex, that is CV complex, that is bound to the thick layer of peptidoglycan of gram-positive bacteria and appears purple in color. See, the gram-positive bacteria occurs in purple color and gram-negative bacteria occurs in pink color. So this is the principle of gram-positive bacteria. In the next slide, we see the gram-negative bacteria. Now, what is the principle of gram-negative bacteria? In case of gram-negative bacteria, cell walls also take up the CV iodine complex, means they also form the gram-sidine and crystal violet complex, but due to the thin layer of peptidoglycan and thick outer layer which is form of lipids, CV iodine complex gets washed off. Means they do not have ability to retain the crystal violet because of thin layer of peptidoglycan, and when we added the alcohol, it can be washed off. When they are exposed to alcohol or decolorizer dissolves the lipid in the cell wall, which allows the crystal violet iodine complex to leach out of the cells. The lipid content in gram-negative bacteria is high. When we add the decolorizer, it can be dissolved with lipid and this violet color can be washed off. Then when again stained with safranin, that is the second stain, counter stain, when again stained with safranin, they takes the stain and appears red in color. See, this is the microscopic view of gram-positive bacteria and gram-negative bacteria. Gram-positive bacteria occurs always in purple in color and gram-negative bacteria have negative color. Means cocci, rod, any shape of bacteria, when they occurs in purple color, they are positive bacteria, and when they are in pink or red color, then it is known as gram-negative bacteria. Let's take overview of today's lecture. In first slide, we see what is the microbiology, what are the types of microbiology, means what are the classification of microorganisms. See, there is the microscopic view of classification of microorganism. First, that is the bacteria, which is rod in shape. Then next, that is the protozoa. In middle, that is the viruses, how looks like viruses, structure of virus. Then fungi, how look like of fungi, and how the microscopic view of algae. So this is the bacteria, protozoa, virus, fungi, algae, all are microbes. In this slide we see microbiology is the scientific study of all microorganisms that are invisible with naked eye. This is the definition of microbiology. Next slide we see the morphology and physiology of bacteria, how bacteria look like, how their structures, how can we identify from the shape and size of bacteria, how we can classify them. Next we see the bacterial cell structure, then gram staining procedure. What is the principle of gram staining? That is the differentiate of gram positive and gram negative bacteria. Always remember that who discovered the gram staining procedure, that name is Danish bacteriologist Hans Christian Gram in 1884. This 0 is by fault added. Then the gram positive staining principle and gram negative staining principle, and gram positive bacteria and gram negative bacteria, how they look under the microscope. Gram positive bacteria occurs in purple color and gram negative bacteria occurs in negative color. Now we see the scientists and their discovery in microbiology. Antony van Leeuwenhoek in 1676 to 1683 was the first scientist or first microbiologist who introduced bacteria to the world. That's why Antony van Leeuwenhoek, known as a father of microbiology, who invented the microscope. Next scientist is Robert Koch, was a German biologist. In 1882, he is also known as the father of bacteriologists. He discovers the bacteria of Mycobacterium tuberculosis, which causes the tuberculosis. He was awarded the Nobel Prize in Medicine in 1905. Next scientist, which is Louis Pasteur, in 1881, had a great work in microbiology. He discovers the principle of vaccination, microbial fermentation and pasteurization method. Microbial fermentation had a great demand in wine industry and pasteurization method is widely used in dairy industry. Edward Jenner in 1790 discovered of vaccination for smallpox. Next scientist, which is Alexander Fleming, in 1929 discovered the penicillin. He determined that penicillin had an antibacterial effect on staphylococci and other gram-positive pathogens. Next, Paul Ehrlich in 1910 discovered Salvarsan bullet, which is used in treatment of syphilis. Next scientist, which is Francisco Redi, the 3-jar experiment to disprove spontaneous generation of maggots. He was the first person to challenge the theory of spontaneous generation by demonstrating that maggots come from eggs of flies. Next scientist, which is John Tyndall. John Tyndall played a role in discovery of tyndallization. Tyndallization is a process. Tyndallization is a sterilization method that kills all form of microbial life, including the spores. Next scientist, which is Richard Petri, who discovers the Petri dishes or Petri plate. These Petri plate play important role in microbiology or immunology lab, which is used for growing bacteria on a bed of nutrient jelly.